Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Citizen channel as we do one of our City Pass features. And of course it's a History Boys feature today. As I'm recording this, we're due to play in Premier League action at Aston Villa at Villa Park on Wednesday the 21st of April 2021. So I'm recording this a few days before. So as we do, we're going to have a look back at a little bit of history. So join me today as we're going to have a look back at 3 meetings, all at Villa Park. One quite recent, one sort of not so recent, and one way back in history that even I wasn't even thought of at the time. So please join me for that. Please, if you're new to this channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. You know, these little vlogs are coming out: city history, city present, city quizzes, city book clubs, loads of different city stuff there. If you check the playlist, you also see some stuff on my film and TV channel as well. So I'm very greedy. I have a film and TV channel, so if any interest in that, please have a look at that as well. Film reviews, TV drama reviews, information vlogs, what's out to buy, what's coming on at the cinema, etc, etc. Or if you know someone who might be interested, please point in my direction. I'd be very, very grateful. And of course, I do friend and follow everyone back. If you follow the links on the screen there for Facebook and Twitter, and obviously if you're just starting out or you want a few friends and followers, I do check every 3 or 4 days and follow and friend everyone back on there. Of course, I post loads of city stuff on there, so if you can do that for me. And of course, all your comments are welcome. If you remember any of these games, there's a couple of these games you'll certainly remember, or certainly one of them you'll remember because it's only last year, but the other ones perhaps 30 years ago, almost to the day. So you might, some of you old fogies like me might remember that one. And there's the other one, no, I don't think there's much chance on the other, anyone remembering the other one, to be honest with you. Not unless you're about 125 years old or something like that, then you've got a chance. So let me know any comments anyway, any of your memories. And please, if you can't make a comment, just give us a little thumbs up. That's fantastic. And also, as I'm recording this, I'm about to do my very first live show. Yes, Citizen Live. It's live. Yeah, of course it is. So that's on Monday. So every Monday. So obviously the first one is on Monday the 19th of April. So if you're watching this before then, tune in from 5 p.m. British Standard Time, 5 p.m. till about 6:30, about an hour and a half. And obviously I hope to do it every Monday from then on. So whenever you're watching this, just have a look, see if it's still there, see if I've not been thrown off the airwaves. So just check that out for me. Anyway, right, let's get on with the history, boys. Right, yeah, overall against Villa, I mean, a lot of history. Villa, what a fantastic club for history they are. And if you look at our sort of record against them at Villa Park and any other previous incarnations of grounds we played, I think they moved to Villa Park in 1897. So we would have actually played them somewhere else as well. But yeah, we played them 78 times in the league. This is all league stuff today. I'm only looking at the Premier League and the Old English First Division, etc, etc. So we played them 78 times in the league. We've only won 18, so you know, not a fantastic record at Villa Park. We've drawn 24 and lost 36. We've scored 92 goals and let in 132. So that's probably one of the worst goal differences we have against any team in the English Football League as well, to be honest with you. Of course, the last time, as I'm recording this vlog, the last time we played at Villa Park against Aston Villa was the 12th of January 2020. So a little bit before the COVID put a stop to the season, isn't it? And of course, it ended up Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 6. Yes, a nice 6-1. We all like a nice 6-1, don't we? But the team that day, Ederson, Cancelo, Stones, I mean, it's still going to be familiar names, these, aren't they? Fernandinho, Otamendi came on for Ferner on 63 minutes. Mendy, De Bruyne, Foden replaced him on 63 minutes. Rodri, Gundogan came on for him on 71 minutes. Silva, Mahrez, Aguero and Gabi Jesus. Yeah, we had about 71% possession, which you can imagine for a 6-1 hammering. The shots, Villa managed 7 shots with 1 on target. We just managed 22 shots with 12 on target. That's probably why we scored so many goals. There was quite a high proportion on target there. And it had been actually about 16 months. I was having back at my vlog then that I put together for it. It's been 16 months since Sergio Jesus has actually started in the same team at that stage for that game. So that was quite unusual. Yeah, 18 minutes Mahrez put City ahead with it after a KDB classy little dummy. 24 minutes Aguero tirelessly pokes it back to Mahrez for his second. 28 minutes KDB to Aguero, who well is home from distance to make it 3-0. Villa fans were heading for the bars at this stage, yeah, and some of them apparently went home as well. And what loyal fans they are, eh? Yeah, you never know, do you? But yeah, they're certainly heading for the bars. I mean, certainly the ground was still quite a lot of empty spaces in that second half, so they may have stayed in the bar or they may have just gone home. We're not too sure. I think there was some images of them leaving the ground, so I think they were caught on Match of the Day, if I remember rightly. Just an half-time, a KDB ball to Jesus, and it ends up 4-0 with just in, I think, the minute of injury time in the first half. 57 minutes, Aguero takes a silver assist to make it 5. 81 minutes, Aguero gets his hat-trick, of course, that took him ahead of Shearer on the total of hat-tricks scored. I think Alan Shearer what's the word? Not apologised, is it? Congratulated him, that's it. Obviously, Shearer congratulated him on taking his little hat-trick record off him, so that was fantastic. And then we let a sucker punch, wasn't it? We had 91 minutes, a Gundogan foul in the box, and gave a penalty to Villa, so there you go, 6-1. So they're going to win 7-6, but not really, because I think there's only about a minute injury time anyway. I think the referee and timekeeper felt a bit sorry for him, so there you go. 6-1, of course, we'd beaten Villa also at the Etihad the previous October, so it was a double that season. That left City, of course, second in 14 points behind Liverpool, and we had actually played a game more, so not great. And of course, Villa had been struggling. I think they were 4 from bottom before that game, and obviously that defeat actually put them into the bottom 3, but we know they did manage to escape, didn't they, after all that. So that is actually our biggest away win at Villa Park. I will just go on to our second biggest away win at Villa Park in a moment. But that was, so last season was our biggest away win ever. Our biggest defeat at Villa Park, we have to go right back, even before I was even thought of. I mean, I'm struggling whether my great-granddad was around, to be honest with you. 1901, a 7-1 defeat, 7-1. Although Villa was struggling this season, the 1901 season, they'd actually been the champions the previous season, so obviously that old thing of the champions struggling the season after, it was certainly true for this one as well. They'd actually won it, but they did hit a little bit of form obviously against us for this one. On the 1st of December 1900 they played City, a crowd of 12,000, not exactly fantastic, and a consolation goal for City came from Joe Cassidy. There should be an image of him up there. Joe Cassidy, this was his only season at City, he only played the one season. And he wore the number 8, number 9, number 10 and number 11 shirts. I think he played mainly number 10 and 11 for the games he played. He played 32 times, that included an FA Cup game as well, and scored 14 goals, and they were all league goals. He actually came from Newton Heath, and if you know your history, you know Newton Heath became Manchester United, didn't he? He actually came from Newton Heath, where he'd actually been for 5 seasons, so he's quite a good goal scorer actually. Look at his record. He also played for Celtic up in Scotland, so and he's always on there, sort of, not legends, sort of record of players, etc. We get some revenge. We get a modicum of revenge towards the on the last game of the season, actually 1900-1901. We'd actually beat them at Hyde Road 4-0. So we didn't quite up the aggregate, did we? But at least we got some revenge. Villa would actually finished 15th of 18 teams, so they didn't get relegated, but it wasn't great, was it? After the season, after winning the league, finished 15th. We did fare slightly better. We finished in 11th that season. And then it comes on to the last one we're going to look at. This is one more familiar to me and many of you out there of my age, or a little bit younger perhaps as well. Our biggest away win before that 6-1 last season, of course, was a 5-1 win back in 1990-91. And as we're playing this game, of course, it's almost 30 years. As we're playing this game in 2021, as I'm recording this, it's almost 30 years to the day, of course. On the 23rd of April 1991 we played Villa, so only a few days difference, obviously only a couple of days difference to when we played them this time. City sat 4th. I think this was the home kit. I think I'm right in saying that. I'm probably out, but I think I'm right. I'm sure I looked at my scrapbook and it was the right one. City sat 4th in the Barclays League Division 1. And Villa managed by Joseph Venglos. Do you remember him? I sort of remember the name, but not too much. I must admit, when I looked at the programme, that's the programme there, when I looked at this, I thought, who's he? I didn't even recognise his picture, but there you go. They were 4 from bottom, although only 2 clubs were being relegated that season, so they only actually needed, just to confirm staying up, that's if the teams below them won every game, they still only needed about 3 points from the last 4 games of the season to guarantee guarantee the place back in the first division for the next season. A crowd of 24,168. Not a fantastic player. I think quite a few City fans there. Yeah, of course, as there always is at Villa Park. Yeah, it was going to be a David White masterclass, wasn't it, this one? Obviously, you probably figured that out by now. Peter Gardner, writing for the Evening News at the time, he filed his report of the game. I'm going to read that to you. It's not too long, just as how the game panned out. And he goes on to say, Peter Gardner, dynamic Davy White inspired City to their most comprehensive First Division away victory in 32 years. Good couple of quirky stats in this as well. He almost single-handedly destroyed Aston Villa with a 4-goal blast, which enabled him to rewrite the record books as the Blues maintained their superb late-season surge. It took their tally to 7 games without defeat and points return of 17 from a possible 21. And the 5-1 drubbing they handed out to Villa Park last night had ecstatic fans deliriously chanting, "United, you are next." I don't think that went very well, unfortunately. In their current mood of seeming invincibility and backed by a flood of 20 goals from 5 victories and 2 draws, City are a match for any team in the country. But this was no one-man show from White, the first City player to score 4 goals in a league match since Brian Kidd in a 5-0 Main Road victory over Leicester in January 1977. There you go, quirky stat for you. White, the only City player to achieve the feat away from home in post-war years, merely provided the icing on the cake in a magnificent all-round team performance as the Blues piled on the agony for Villa, who still need a further 3 points to avoid possible relegation. Yet Villa themselves created a host of gilt-edged chances that could have made this an even more extraordinary scoring extravaganza. While City cruised comfortably into a 2-goal lead, Villa striker Ian Olney missed a hat-trick of opportunities, 2 of them majestically saved by goalkeeper-informed Tony Creighton. Skipper David Platt missed a further chance that could have seen Villa leading 4-2 at half-time in this enthralling match of attractive attacking football by both sides. However, City tightened up in the second half when Villa ran out of ideas thanks to the vice-like grip of Alan Harper and Marc Brennan, who maintained on England men Platt and Gordon Cowans in midfield. There was no yielding in defence either, as the back four provided a polished performance in which Steve Redmond was marginally slightly more outstanding than his colleagues. Mark Ward made up for his petulance at the weekend with a gritty and determined display in what was City's best away win in the First Division since a 5-1 destruction of Preston at Deepdale on October the 10th, 1959. Yeah, I was born then. Only just. I was only a few months old at that stage. And the actual form guide in the Manchester Evening News, the form guide of the players, Colton got a 9 out of 10, Hill 8, Poynton 8, Heath 8, Hendry 8, Redmond a 9, White a 10, no surprise there, no one ever deserves a 10, Brennan 8, Quinn 8, Harper 8 and Ward 8. And the referees, Mr. R. Groves, I don't remember him, from Western Supernair. So White scored his goals in the 4th, 25th, 85th and 89th minute. And of course Brennan got City's other goal in the 61st minute. The actual goal for Villa was a Platt penalty on 69 minutes. And a man of the match, yet David White struck 4 goals in an away league match for the first time since Jack Milsom did it in a 9-3 second division win at Tranmere on Boxing Day 1938. So there you go, we finished with a quirky stat. What more could we ask for? City also won the Main Road game, of course, earlier that season by 2-1, but of course Villa would still secure their place, finishing 4th from bottom with a comfortable 7-point cushion over Sunderland, who finished 2nd from bottom and were relegated. And of course that season, who left buried at the bottom were of course Derby County. City of course we would finish 5th. It was the season obviously that Peter Reid took over. Would finish 5th. And United will finish 6th, so that was good. We were all pretty chuffed about that. For the first time in 13 seasons, we've actually finished above United, so we're quite happy with that. But we finished 5th, but we were actually we were 21 points, not actually about. We were 21 points behind Arsenal, who actually went on to win the league title that season. So there you go, three games from history. Hope you enjoyed that. And certainly two of them I remember. I do not remember the 1900 one, I'm afraid. I'm not that old, and I doubt very much anyone out there will remember it unless they're having a séance and we can contact someone who was there that day, perhaps help us out with that one. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Looking back at these previous meetings, of course, join me again. I think the next one is we've got Villa. Obviously, we've got Tottenham. Obviously, as I'm doing this, please, as I said, it depends when you're watching it. These history boys can be watched any times, but we've got Tottenham in the League Cup final coming up after our next game. So obviously, the next history boys feature, we'll be having a look at City versus Tottenham. Anyway, whatever you're going to do this day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. Till we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or you come on the live show, please. Keep your eyes out for that. Or perhaps you have a flit over, look at my film and TV channel, whatever it is. All I ever ask is stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. See you later.